I'm filming. Hi. I'm back with a thrift haul, everything I bought last month, and last month I actually ended up buying quite a lot. So much so that in the end I had to tell myself to not go to any thrift stores because I also have to buy food. But before we go into the thrift haul, there's just a couple of things that I would like to say. First of all, thank you for the surprise number of views I've gotten on the past videos I made. Yeah, I didn't expect that. I thought 20 views tops, and then I'm not gonna get any more. But I got so many, so thank you for that. I'm not gonna ask you to subscribe or stuff like that, but I would like people to maybe comment on the videos and maybe tell about their thrifting experiences and if they had any luck in the past or if they're looking for something special or something like that. Just a little bit of talk about thrifting, because that's what these videos are about. In the last video I talked to sounds weird. I told everyone who watched the video that I have something else coming up as well, where we'll be talking about some movies and stuff I've watched. I have the notes ready to go on those, I just haven't had the time or energy to film them. It's just how it goes sometimes. And anything else? Oh yeah, lastly, I look pink. My fingers look pink, and my neck looks pink, and the sides of my face look pink, and my ears are also pink, because I dyed my hair this morning. And it looks very pretty. If anyone's curious, I use Directions hair dye. This is a mix of 1 tub of rose red and 3/4 of a tub of vermilion, and then just mix it in with white conditioner. Put it all in my hair, and there we go. Also, some of you, if any of you have watched my all-time favorites thrift buy video, I might put a link to that down below. It's a 20-minute video, and this video is going to be long as well because I have a lot of stuff to show off. But I showed off this dress that I'm wearing right now with the buttons down the front. And I was kind of talking about how you can have a couple of basic items and then you buy one expensive item to sort of goth everything up even more. And for me that was a cardigan, and it's this cardigan from Hell Bunny with the little white skulls on it. I don't know if they still carry it. I've had this for years now, but it's one of my favorite items because every time I have a simple black dress, I'll just put this on top, and after I found this in a thrift store, I'll put this with it and I'll be like, yeah, I'm cute and goth today. So yeah, it's this cardigan, if anyone's seen that video, but I'll link it down below. But yeah, we should get into the haul, and there's a lot of stuff, and I have all the prices here as usual. And one thing you'll notice about the prices, Brexit seems to be hitting because the pound is not doing so well. I'm sorry, Britain, I love you, but the pound is kind of sinking a little bit. I'm sorry. But yeah, on to the haul. Let's see. Okay, here we go. First item on the list, this beautiful green top. It's kind of a greyish kind of green, almost like an army green. Has this white lace on the bottom and on top, and it's very, very cute and fits me very well. And again, I'm looking for a white or a light colored skirt, and I think this will go very well with it once I find it. I have my eyes on 2 right now that are quite expensive and that I will not be able to find in any thrift stores, unfortunately. But I'll let you know how that goes when and if I decide to buy one of them, because I have not been able to find a white skirt in a thrift store so far that have not been like children's size. So, and I have hips, girl. So yeah, this is the first thing, and it was 30 Danish kroner or $4.48 or 4.02 euros or 3.45 pounds. As you can hear, the pound is not doing as well as the euro and the dollar. Sorry. But yeah, on to the next thing, which is a skirt. just gonna, yeah, kind of see the price tag. I have a laundry day later this week, hopefully if no one takes it. But yeah, it's kind of like a schoolgirl skirt and has zipper up the back, nice and stretchy. I love schoolgirl skirts, and I have 4 in my closet, but I've kind of outgrown them, to put it politely. I had hips and then they got wider with the rest of me at one point, so haven't quite gone down to that size again, but so I'm quite happy that I found this. And it's very, very cute, and it fits very well, and it's a thicker kind of material, which is going to be very good for winter, because I actually really like wearing skirts like this during winter time. I'll just wear a long top underneath it and then a long sleeve t-shirt on top, and with some very, very thick pantyhoses and some good boots, maybe with an extra pair of socks underneath, and that can actually keep you pretty warm. Again, I live in a Scandinavian country, it gets cold up here. But yeah, this is a skirt, and it was only 20 Danish kroner, or $2.99, or 2.68 euros, or 2.3 pounds. And the next thing is also like more like a basic item as well. It is this black cardigan, and as you can see, it's kind of thin and see-through, which is going to be really, really good for summer, coming up soon, hopefully. It has 3/4 sleeves. There you go, 3/4 sleeves. And it's very, very soft, and it's going to be very, very good for summer, like I said, because it's so thin. Because if you have like a warm day but with a bit of a chill air, it's going to help with that, but you're not going to suffocate in the heat because it's so thin. And it was 25 Danish kroner, or $3.74, or 3.35 euros, or 2.87 pounds. The next thing was a really big score. I think I mentioned before how difficult it is to find velvet here, but I found a velvet dress, has little short sleeves, and it goes down beyond my hips, and it fits very snugly on my hips. And as you know, it has kind of a high neckline, but the back is cut down into a V shape. So it's revealing in a way that does not make me feel uncomfortable, which is nice. And this dress was 40 Danish kroner, or $5.98, or 5.36 euros, or 4.6 pounds. The next item was the exact same price, and it is something that I will call a basic item. It is an A-line black skirt, nice and stretchy, and it goes down just around my knees, and it goes with pretty much everything I have in my wardrobe. I like black skirts like this, and it's very, very thin and lightweight, which I do appreciate. I can deal with a thicker material when it's kind of like this schoolgirl kind of skirt that I just showed you, because it's still very soft material. As soon as the skirt becomes very heavy and material is kind of stiffer, I do not like wearing them, and then I will not buy them because I do not like wearing them. It would be a waste of money, basically. But this is very, very lightweight, very thin, very smooth, very nice, and it was the exact same as the velvet dress. Next thing are some bracelets. They have this, looks like little cubby holes in the store where I like to go, and in each cubby hole is a bracelet, but in one of them there was a ton of bracelets, all of these. So I don't know if you can see them all. Yeah, there we go. All of these bracelets were in one cubby hole, and I was like, so is it just all for one? Or they're like, yeah, you can have them all for one price. So all of these cost me 15 Danish kroner, or $2.24, or 2.01 euros, or 1.72 pounds. And they put them in this little bag. Oh, I'm dropping stuff. Put them in this little bag, which I'm definitely gonna cut up and use for crafting. I think in the last video I also mentioned that I bought some stamps and used for crafting, and I did not show an example of that, which I'm sorry, I should have mentioned. I put The ones that I used, I put them in my personal journal, and I'm not going to show that on the internet. I'm not going to show that to anyone because it's my own personal journal. No one's going to see that but me. But I did find an example of where I've used this kind of music sheet paper in some other like mixed media art journal thingy. This one, if you can see, there's some there, there's some down here, there's some up here. Basically just took a sheet and ripped up some pieces, stuck them down, and then I used that as a jumping off point, and then I made this. This little guy, by the way, is a stamp. I like using stamps because I can't really draw, so you have this little guy. So cute. But yeah, that would be an example of how I would use that. Because I did show you the little notebook I made of the postcards, but I did not show you how I used the stamps. The postage stamps from last month. So sorry about that. Here was an explanation, and there you see an example of how I would use that music sheet paper. Next couple of things are also crafty items. First thing are these little brads. I'm gonna take one out so you can see exactly what they are. You've never used one of these before. Is there one of the good size I can just get to? Yep, there we go. Here's one up close. And you can see it has this little thing on the back. You basically just poke these through the paper, twist them to the side, and then it's stuck on the paper. And it creates nice little detail. So I got a bag of those from a thrift store. And these brads were 10 Danish kroner, or $1.49, 1.34 euros, or 1.15 pounds. 1.15 pounds. Sorry. So yeah, got a bag of those. And then I got a bag of something I think is from the 70s. These little Disney cards. It's like, it has something on it that says Kaffe og Riks. It's called Riks-serien, or the Riks series, and the brand is called Coffee and Riks. As you can see, that's how it looks behind. And the ones that I got are all Sleeping Beauty, and I took the ones with Sleeping Beauty on it. There were several little packs, but I took the one with Sleeping Beauty on it because of this beautiful lady. I really wanted her because she's one of my favorite Disney villains. Like, her design is absolutely beautiful. There was one in here that was a lot better of her. Where is she? And I'm of course blanking on her name right now because I'm having a brain fart. Typical. Turn on the camera and you can't talk. Especially if you're like me, because you do not like being on the camera. I'm sorry. I was sure there was one in here that was a lot better of her. Maybe I'm just blind. I don't know. Nope, I found it. There we go. She's beautiful. Something called the Rick series, apparently. Let's see. There should be 196 of these different Sleeping Beauty ones. It's in Danish, so I'm trying to translate as I go. And apparently, as I said, there were others, like from other Disney movies there I saw, but this was Sleeping Beauty one. And apparently the Sleeping Beauty ones were released in March and April of 1960. So these are old. Yeah, I'm gonna use these for crafting. Sorry to any collectors out there, but that's what I'm gonna do. I don't really see why you would have something like this and just put it somewhere to collect dust just because you think they're worth something. Like, I would rather use them in my art journal and make something new of them and have fun and enjoy that and enjoy them in the process as well. So that's what I'm gonna do. And this package was, dropping stuff again, 20 Danish kroner, or $2.99, 2.68 euros, or 2.3 pounds. Next thing I got was a book. We're going to have a lot of books now. Got a book. This is called The Book Without a Name. It's by Anonymous. Yeah, it's by Anonymous. By the way, that's my homemade little bookmark you can see there. Isn't he cute? And I'm currently at chapter 5, but hopefully I will be done with this soon, and then maybe I could give you guys a review of it, if you would like that. I don't know, maybe. But yeah, the book was 30 Danish kroner, or $4.48, 4.02 euros, or 3.45 pounds. There we go. The next book I got is The Speckled Band, Arthur Conan Doyle and Sherlock Holmes. I have a collected stories of Sherlock Holmes, like one big book, that you guys are currently resting on, because again, I'm using my phone. I don't have a professional camera or a stand or anything. I have a stack of books and a couple of boxes, and one of them happens to be that one. But yeah, I'm not going to read this. I'm using it for crafting. As you can see, I've already been cutting pages out and ripping pages out. I got it for crafting. So, but I like getting cheap books from thrift stores for crafting because they're quite versatile and they don't cost a lot of money. So this book was only 4 Danish kroner, or $0.6, 0.54 euros, or 0.46 pounds. The next book I got is called The Book of Evidence by, who was he? John Banville. I have not yet decided whether or not I'm going to read this or cut it up, so I might just start reading it, and if I like it, I'm not going to cut it up. If I do not like it, I'm just going to cut it up and use it for crafting. And this one, The Book of Evidence, was 5 Danish kroner, or $0.75, 0.67 euros, or 0.57 pounds. And I have 2 items left. And the next thing is awesome. Asterix. Britain. Asterix in Britain. If you have never seen the cartoon, watch the cartoon. Not the live action movie. The live action movie sucks. But the cartoon, that movie is awesome and the humor is the best. Go watch it. So yeah, it's just a comic book and it's actually in English, which I was quite surprised by. Most of the time when you go and find books in thrift stores here in Denmark, they are in Danish because it's Denmark. They usually have a small English section. But yeah, comics and children's books are always in Danish, but this one is in English, so that quite surprised me. But yeah, I am going to cut this up and use this for backgrounds because it's so beautiful and colourful, and I would like to have a bit of Asterix in my backgrounds, in my personal journal and other like art journals I have. So yeah, really happy I found this. And it was the same price as the Book of Evidence, so also 5 Danish kroner, or $0.75, 0.67 euros, or 0.57 pounds. The last thing I got is a big book about wolves. I love wolves, and this one has beautiful, beautiful pictures in there. Just gonna see if I can find one that doesn't have blood and gore. There we go. There's quite a few of them eating meat. That's why I say without blood and gore. Yeah, here they are. So beautiful. I love wolves. This book was a bit expensive too, but that's because it's a big book and has a lot of pictures, so it would have been even more expensive from new. But yeah, I really, really do like books about wolves. Used to borrow quite a few at the library at one point, but I never owned one. So now I own one. That's nice. I don't know if I'm gonna cut this up or just keep it as it is. I might take off the sleeve because it's quite annoying to have, and then just cut off the sleeve. I think I'm actually going to do that. Just going to take you off the sleeve, and then I'm just going to have a book that says wolves. This is Danish for wolves. Wolves in Danish is ulve. Singular, it's without the E, and it's called ulv. So yeah, now you know. But yeah, just took off the sleeve and I'm gonna keep it off, I think. And then I'm gonna cut this up. It has a beautiful picture on the back as well. And I can just use this for crafting. So you can always find a lot of stuff for crafting at a thrift store. FYI. But yeah, the book about wolves was 15 Danish kroner, or $2.24, or 2.01 euros, or 1.72 pounds. And it's the last thing. And it's at 20 minutes. Oh my god, I'm so good. I don't know. But yeah, I'll link the other video about thrifting with my favorite thrifting finds down below, because that one hasn't really gotten any views. It's also about 20 minutes long, but that's because it has a lot of stuff in there, and I also ramble a bit in it. Again, I ramble. I'm not that comfortable in front of a camera, so a lot of it is a bit of nervous chatter, but I'm trying to get better. Hopefully I'll have some more videos out coming this month. I hope I have the notes for the videos I want to make about some of the books I've read, and some thoughts about some movies and shows I've seen as well. So yeah, please check in if that's something you'd be interested in. I'm also currently preparing a big video that I want to do, because something that I was struggling with when I started out wanting to express myself with this Gothic kind of style. I wanted to for years, but it just took a long time for me to take the plunge and actually do it. And when I wanted to do it, I had no idea where to start and what to do. So all the tips and tricks that I've figured out myself throughout the years and that I've found all over the internet, I tried to collect that and make a video about how to create a basic Gothic wardrobe, and also what a basic Gothic wardrobe is, to me at least. So I'm currently working on that. I have a lot of the notes ready. Just need to figure out how exactly I want to do it. So yeah, those things are coming up, definitely. So yeah, I think that's everything right now. I hope you enjoyed it. I really hope if you watch this video and you have something you want to share about thrifting, if there's something in the video that you like, that you want to comment on, or if you have your own thrifting story, or if you never thrifted and you want to talk about that as well, please comment down below. I really want to hear about it. But yeah, that's it for now, I guess. I hope you enjoyed, and sorry for rambling on as usual. Have a nice day, everyone. Bye.